Before I get into what happened yesterday, I really would like to point out one thing. Today is June 1st. It is the first day of Pride Month. Which reminds me, happy first day of Pride Month, everyone. I consider myself a Pride ally. You know, the LGBTQIA, the LGBTQIA community is a very wonderful community. Many good people in it. You know, I stand by them. You know, in any rights they're trying to get. Because again, they're a wonderful community. I always do such a horrible job, like promoting how awesome Pride Month is. I really want to be good this year. And here's what's funny. I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. Arguably the most colorful city in the world. Especially when you come here at night. And well, I guess you could say this is a lot of color around me, I suppose, but I mean, this is Vegas. You'd think there'd be more, right? The mountain's still really cool in the back. Seriously, I'm literally just looking at the mountain from like where the camera is. It's really cool. I like it. And I love having blue sky. You know, this is a good day. This is honestly a really good day to start Pride Month. So, if you celebrate Pride Month, happy Pride Month. That's awesome. You know, sorry that there's not enough rainbow. I can't make a rainbow. I mean, listen, if I could, I could make a rainbow here in the sky behind me. That'd be amazing. Like, over the mountain. Oh, that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. Okay, I gotta focus. So, I guess in a way, right now, it's just processing the aftermath of everything. Because, again, for now, my low is pretty much going to be, you know, my grandmother passed away. That's pretty much the only low that there is. I mean, I really could be selfish and say that my low is the fact that we really could have probably left here sooner on an earlier flight. And I'd be, seriously, if we were leaving, because for me to get to the earlier flight, if they actually had it, I'd have to get up at like 4, bare minimum, make it to the airport by like 5, and our flight leaves at like 6:30 or something. I'd be back in Horseheads by 3, but I probably wouldn't have any time to do the video. So I guess in a way, it works out. But yeah, and I guess if I really want to add to my low as well, and this is like for real, not for being selfish or anything. I mean, this is the last time I'm going to see my family, particularly on my mom's side, for a good while. I just saw them the other day when my cousin graduated from college. But at that point, we had no idea that my grandmother was going to pass away. I mean, we knew that the end was nigh. We just didn't know when specifically. So that's where we're at right now. You know, after the funeral reception at the nursing home where my grandmother was, my cousin left. My cousin who got married last November, she went back to Texas because she had to work today. So she didn't even come with us to dinner. And then after dinner, which I'll tell you about in a minute, we pretty much went our separate ways. And listen, it may have only been 8 o'clock here, but for pretty much everyone else in our family, it's either 10 if you're living in Colorado, or actually more like 9. Like 9 o'clock, or where I am, almost midnight. So, yeah, we were all feeling kind of tired. I think the jet lag is really going to hit me tomorrow morning. Holy cow. I've been through worse, I suppose. Although, my mom does believe the fact that I really don't get enough sleep. Okay, for full disclosure, I went to bed at like 11 o'clock last night. And I got up at like 5. Oh, was it 5? You know, it was 6. It was 6. That's what it was. And then I procrastinated a little bit. We don't have to really leave until 9 to get to the airport, because my flight leaves at noon. to head to Detroit. Unfortunately, when we get to Detroit, the 3 hours that I lost will be right back. So it'll be 6 when I land, I think. And then my flight for Detroit to Elmira Airport will land at 10 o'clock. If I'm lucky. It will actually be closer to 11 o'clock. And then I have a dentist appointment at 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. Crazy, right? Oh well, that's my life, I suppose. So, I don't know. I guess the fact that I'm not going to see my family for a while really sort of adds to how sad I am regarding, my grandmother's passing. And I feel bad that I'm sad. Especially since today's the first day of Pride Month. It's crazy, right? Like, literally the happiest month of the year, and I'm still feeling kind of mixed. Oh well. Again, happy Pride Month, everyone. And happy Thursday. I guess another really cool thing about not leaving... Well, you know what? I never even talked about my high or my act of kindness, did I? Well, my high is I did see my family, obviously. And my act of kindness was I helped set up and put everything away for the reception. Although, there were a few other cool things that happened yesterday, too. That I'll get into in a minute. Although, before I do that, and it'll be a nice segue into what I'm about to talk about. The really cool thing about being here is it's not 8 o'clock yet here. Meaning it's not quite 11 o'clock where I'm from in, Elmira. I could legitimately watch. I actually thought about watching today's episode of Hot Ones, do the video immediately after. But the problem is I was worried I don't think the video would upload in time for me to leave. Because I need reception in order to upload things. So, that's where I'm at. So, I guess for better or for worse, I'm going to be doing today's Hot Ones episode. I'm talking about that tomorrow, I suppose. That'll be something. Although, talking about First Sweet Feast is a nice segue into something that a bunch of my cousins and I did after the funeral, the actual service. It was a very beautiful service. My great aunt, who was my grandma's sister, and my uncle did 2 incredibly loving, touching, very funny, eulogies, which were great. I wish I had the footage for that. My cousin got the my cousin got the videos of those. I would love to show those to you guys. Because, listen, I love my grandmother a lot, obviously. Neither one of those, nothing enough could be said to do her justice. But those eulogies really do try. I'll say that much. Let's see. After the service, a bunch of my cousins and I, we went to In-N-Out. I got to have In-N-Out, yay! Doing the In-N-Out dance. Okay. So I finally got In-N-Out after. Seriously, I think it's been it's been over 11 years since I had In-N-Out. We don't have any In-N-Outs in Elmira, or Corny, or Horseheads, or anywhere. And I know why, because with In-N-Out, their policy is they really want to have their meat fresh. Meaning they need to have their meat processing facility within a day's drive, and no meat processing facility is within a day's drive of getting to Corning, Elmira, or Horseheads, or any of those places where I live, or any of the 607 for that matter. But I finally got In-N-Out. It was awesome, and I got the one thing I always wanted to try. I got double animal style, with animal style fries. Oh my god, guys, it was amazing. Oh my god, it was so good. This is a really cool thing about standing up like this. I can be much more expressive. It's awesome. Okay, what can I say? The The bright light city gonna set my soul, gonna set my soul on fire. Viva Las Vegas, folks. Anyway, so I got my In-N-Out, and I forgot how awesome In-N-Out was. Again, it's been over a decade since I last had it. I forgot, like, seriously, Elmira, Corning, Horseheads, Big Flats, one of those areas, get an In-N-Out, please. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're getting a Dairy Queen grill and chill. That's cool, I guess. But we want an In-N-Out. We want an In-N-Out, please. We want an In-N-Out. Like, there's a reason why In-N-Out's on my Mount Rushmore of fast food places, for sure. Although the one thing I never really got with In-N-Out is, why are you making the comparison between which is better, In-N-Out or Shake Shack? I mean, Neil deGrasse Tyson even said himself, like, you know, In-N-Out, for all intents and purposes, is a really good fast food burger made by a pretty decent, you know, by just your typical fast food restaurant chef. Shake Shack is more upscale. A gourmet chef making a simple fast food burger. Of course it's going to be good. Honestly, if you really want to make a comparison, I would say Five Guys would be a closer comparison to how good In-N-Out is. But it doesn't bother me, because both In-N-Out and Five Guys are on this guy's Mount Rushmore of fast food chains. In-N-Out and Five Guys. I need to have Chick-fil-A again for me to really steal it home. Although, maybe at some point I'll sort of rework it so I'll do like a Mount Rushmore of fast food chains that give a good chicken sandwich, and maybe one that does burgers. If I do one that does burgers, definitely Five Guys and In-N-Out are on there, for sure. So there's that. Had a nice reception at the retirement home where my grandmother was. You know, we got to say hi to the staff who helped my grandmother. They were very wonderful, very nice people. You know, not enough could ever be said for the good work that those people do. So if you work in memory care, you work in a retirement home, thank you. Really, if you work in the medical field in general, but in the case of my grandmother, you know, for memory care and stuff, you do everything. And not enough can be said for how good of a job you guys do. How hard, and it's got to be grueling work. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all that you do. You know, you're wonderful people, and, you know, give yourselves a pat on the back, I guess. I'm not really, can you tell I'm not really great at this, folks? Let's see. After the reception, we had some time to kill, so I tried catching up on everything I missed the last few days. And for dinner last night, we went to Buca di Beppo. For those of you who don't know what Buca di Beppo is, it's a restaurant chain, fairly widespread, I think. It serves mostly, it really specializes in Italian food, so really pasta. Kind of like Olive Garden, I guess. But what's so different about Buca di Beppo from like every other place, whether it's Olive Garden or any of those other major restaurant chains like Red Lobster or Texas Roadhouse or Applebee's or places like that, is Buca di Beppo serves dinner family style. Basically, they give you like a big thing of food that's meant to serve X number of people. They like small portions like 2 to 3, meanwhile large portions like 4 to 6. And of course, I'm the only guy that actually got their soup, which was a really good tomato basil soup. It was a good tomato basil soup, but when it comes to consistency, I can only describe it as girl, she thick. To be perfectly honest, I don't mind a thick girl, but that's just me. Anyway, well, someone, I probably just canceled myself right there. I don't know. Anyway, so for dinner, we got 3 bowls of salad, 1 Caesar salad. Oh, pretty much everything was a large portion. So 1 large bowl of Caesar salad, 2 large bowls of this apple gorgonzola salad, which is really good, by the way. We got bread, like really good ciabatta bread that I totally used to soak up like all the sauces and everything. It was amazing. 2 large portions of chicken parm, one large portion of fettuccine alfredo, one small portion of this penne san remo, which was like a penne pasta with chicken and sun-dried tomatoes and artichokes, and this one penne pesto that had like broccoli and chicken in it. That was really good. Come to think of it, I pretty much ate all the colors of the Italian flag last night in some capacity. You know, the pesto and the salad are green, the fettuccine alfredo was white, the penne san remo was also white, and chicken parm and the tomato basil soup, obviously red. So I think the colors of the Italian flag were well represented. Everything was good. Nothing was inherently bad. Although, for me, the fettuccine alfredo was a bit bland. I love fettuccine alfredo, but honestly, I could have used a little more salt for me. The penne pesto was a great surprise for me, as well as the penne san remo. But let's be real here. The best thing we had was the chicken parm, of course. And I love a good red sauce. And normally I'm not a chunky red sauce guy, but this worked for me. I think it was because it was a sweeter sauce, kind of like what Antique Inn in Penn New York does it. That's really good. I mean, you guys know me. I'm a sweet boy. Sometimes I'm a spicy boy. Sometimes I'm a salty boy. Sometimes I'm a savory boy. But mostly, I'm a sweet boy. Yeah. Okay. So, and sometimes I'm a little bit sour too. I do it. Okay. I don't know. I guess a little jet lag thing is kind of warping my mind, so I'm going a little crazy, if you will. But on a serious note, yesterday was a good day. It really does make me thankful. I mean, yes, it is a reminder that life doesn't. I mean, people don't live forever. Life may still go on, but something's always going to be missing in here regarding my grandma. But I do know that life does go on, and your family is forever. And no matter how I feel, no matter how rough life gets, my family's always there. I mean, it's just so sad that everyone on my mom's side of the family lives so far away from each other. I mean, I have family in Houston, Texas. I have family in Colorado, family in Massachusetts. You know, it's all really far away. And honestly, I think since my grandfather passed away, the ability to, the drive to want to come see each other kind of, I mean, I don't want to say my grandfather was the glue that held everybody together, but I have noticed that since he passed away, we're not necessarily in that much of a hurry to come see each other. I mean, look, people live their own lives. I know that. I'm not naive enough to believe that, you know, it's what the old saying goes, nothing gold can stay. Nothing lasts forever. And yes, that does include me doing these videos every day. At some point, I'll have to stop. Hopefully, though, the reason why I stopped was because I live to be a very old man who grew up and have a loving family of his own, with family already by his side, and then I'm gonna die. And then everything's gonna, then that'll be sad. But you know what? That'll be a good life. And honestly, that's the only way I'd rather go. Listen, I've shared this enough. I've contemplated suicide before. I'm not going anywhere. So, rest assured, everything's A-okay from here. So, all that's left to do now is, wait out however long I have left until we have to leave for the airport. My flight leaves at around noon today, which should be 3 o'clock in Elmira. Should get into Detroit by around 6, roughly. Flight leaves close to 9 o'clock at night. from Detroit. And then I should be in Elmira by 10, 11 o'clock. So I got a long day ahead of me. But, you know, should anything happen, know that my time here was great. Listen, I'm flying in a pressurized chamber for hours at a time. You don't know what's going to happen. This is why people are afraid of flying, by the way. I'm not afraid of flying per se, but I do recognize the risks. But know that, you know, because, you know what, this is a new policy I want to try, okay? Hear it out. Because obviously there's going to be times when I'm flying on a plane, and you never know what's going to happen on the plane ride. So, if for whatever reason something happens to me, know that at the moment, I'm content, I am happy, and should nothing bad happen, I'm definitely coming back tomorrow. I'm leaving you, trust me, I want to leave you guys on a happy note. That's what you gotta do, you know. It's honestly the policy I have with my mom every time she ever traveled here, because to visit, you know, my grandma. It's the fact that, you know, because there have been times when my mom would fly here, and we get in like a big argument. I would always try and make it my policy to make sure that she didn't leave on a high note. Like, we didn't patch things up. Because if something happened to her and we never made up, it would kill me in here, obviously. So that's the sort of thing I want to leave for you all. I mean, I know to my knowledge, I don't have any beefs with anyone. As far as I know, no one straight up hates me. But, you know, the internet's a big place. Something can happen. Something's out there. I mean, if Rule 34 is a thing, I'm sure anything's possible, right? But I can say that I really did have it was a short trip and a bit of a somber one, but it was a necessary one. And by necessary, I mean very, very, very good. I don't think I could have asked for much better. I love my family. Love you, Grandma. I'm literally looking up at the roof behind me. Hold on. Oh, I'm looking right into the sun. Love you, Grandma. Okay. Or actually, let me do that again. Love you, Nana. Okay, there we go. I did it right. Okay. So, you know, I hope y'all liked this video, and if you did, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on social media. You know, click on those notifications on YouTube. As always, I am very humble to make this video for all of you guys watching. Enjoy for today. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Happy Pride Month, everyone. For those celebrating, you know, be sure to wave those rainbow flags extra hard for me. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk, the channel is going to be here to lend, you know, always hear back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.